Today's bike check is the 1984 Diamondback Viper. The reason why this bike's in my collection and is significant is because it was my first real freestyle BMX bike. In the February of 1984 is when this is pictured with the members only jacket and Converse shoes. I got that bike, mail ordered it, put it together myself, and subsequently made a freestyle bike pretty much out of it. I've added tough wheels over the time period, Potts Mod stem, and all kinds of stuff. So that's why this bike's in my collection. It was my first real BMX bike. I mail ordered it, put it together myself, and on a paper route budget, it was economically priced. I feel like it was around $150, somewhere around there. And it had a 3-tube chromoly frame, steel wheels. In my case, you could get it with aluminum or steel wheels. I opted for the steel just because that was the cheapest route you could go on this bike. This bike's pretty much stock as far as it would have come. I even have my original owner's manual from back in the day, 1984. The bike came about to me. This is a recreation because, again, mine broke. I jumped this bike. I choppered the fork out on this thing. The seat post and seat tube, I guess. I think the seat tube broke off on mine. And probably broke a dropout or two on the fork or the rear of the frame. I don't even remember. But the bike didn't make it. So this is a tribute bike. This one came about because I was at my friend Jason's looking at his bikes one time. And we were walking out of his garage. And he's like, you know anybody that wants this old Diamondback for a couple $100? I'm like, are you kidding me? That's the exact bike I had when I was 13 years old. So needless to say, I purchased the bike and kind of made it my own, or as it was. It was nice that it had a lot of the features already still with it. The bike was bone stock. The tires were dried out on it and so forth. But I built it up the way I would have built it, or at least at the time period at some point. The bikes came pretty well spec'd. This one came stock with Diacomp 890 brakes. So it's got Tech 3 levers, 890 calipers, front and rear, the classic salmon brake shoes from Diacomp. Really, the only things I added to this bike is stuff that I would have done. This bike came with hideous small handlebars when it was new. So I put on the ones that would have come on the Silver Streak, that era bike, which actually had a chromoly stamped handlebar. I put a laid back seat post on it. This has reproduction pad set from Taiwan or wherever you got those Diamondback pads from a couple of years ago, before he ended up with some copyright infringements or whatever happened. So other than that, the tires are newer Changshin Comp 3s. I'm not sure if the bike came with that or not, but that's how I built it up, with the staggered tires, the fat front, skinny back. It's got the classic Diamondback Sugino crown stem hiding under the stem pad there. This has original decals and original chrome on it, and these are the decals my bike came with. Of course, probably a month after I bought the bike, when the newer ones came out, I bought the newer decals up at Bob's Bikes and put those on. Nothing real fancy. Obviously, the bike came with chain guard mounts even still on the frame, so it was not a high-end bike by any means, but it did have a claim to fame. ABA #1 factory team with old Harry Larry. This also came with a really nice Diamondback saddle, the classic one that came with it. Very neat, hard to find saddle. And not that they're great, but I guess Fuan or Hung Chu, some kind of crazy Taiwanese grips on it. The vinyl palm eaters is what we used to call them. Diamondback was pretty cool and actually this was scaled down. The year before this, they had a triple gusset. So the gusset actually was a whole nother leg and has the diamond stamped in it there. So kind of iconic as far as the frame goes. Unmistakable when you see it from a distance. This bike was a loop tail bike like the Mongoose bikes, like a lot of the bikes of the time period, 83, 84, 85. That was a pretty popular frame design. Had a cool little curvy brake bridge on it, which I remember from the time. Suntour style seat clamp. I mean, other than that, it's just rudimentary spec. Rat trap pedals, classic rat trap pedals, steel one-piece crank, steel one-piece sprocket, just a nickel-plated chain I put on there. The CMC wheels are in good shape, chrome-plated steel wheels, so they're heavy. Steel hubs as well, stamped steel hubs. Again, by no means a high-end spec bike, but it was a great starter bike. Got me out the door and on a BMX bike for, like I said, around $150 at the time. And that's where it all started. The beginning of my BMX, the future in my BMX, the 1984 Diamondback Viper.